Hello everyone and welcome to the round 3 trades vice captain video. But first, we've had one game played already. We've got Essendon defeating Port Adelaide by 2 goals. Oh, what a win by my guys, the Bombers. Yeah, it was never in doubt. Anyway, we had a few players from this game. Like I said in the last video, no trades involving this game and no vice captain in this game either. But let's just quickly go through some Supercoach relevant players. Zach Merritt, 106. Who else you got here? Zach Reed, our boy Zach Reed, who I had the emergency on. Looping him with Roberts, who's on the bye. Not this Roberts, Matt Roberts. Very happy with an 88. Knew a spike score was coming sometime soon. That was never in doubt. And yeah, hope you didn't trade him out. But yeah, very, very happy with that. His break even is going to absolutely plummet, and he's going to make us some cash. All right. Same with I just thought. Yeah, he's going to be, just looking at Port Adelaide's selection, he's probably going to be playing on either Sweet or Soldo or whoever was, whichever one of those two was going to be up forward. And yeah, I thought he'd do well against them. And yeah, he did. All right. I think he might have been on Georgiades a bit as well. Nick Martin, 88. Probably not enough. Jackson Pryor, a lot of people got Jackson Pryor to 78. So that's a pretty nice score as well for a rookie. Who else here? Kako, 62. Had a nice last quarter there. Hull was a bit at about 3/4 time or half time. Can't remember which one it was, but yeah, he was on the chopping block for me. But 62 is nice for a small forward. I've got the emergency on him. Sardale Hawley came on in the last quarter. Nice 16, did a couple of nice plays there. Wonder if he'll be the sub or if he even keeps his spot on the side. We'll have to wait and see. Surely he does. All right, on to Port Adelaide. We've got Christian Moraes, who's going to be on the bubble next week. 94. He will have a low break even, and he's one that I will be looking at next week. Horn Francis. Now, he was on 36, I think he was, at 3/4 time. Man, I was thinking first opportunity I get, you're gone. All right, but he had a massive last quarter. But imagine you could put 4 quarters together, or maybe even 2. This could be an 100+ score. So, I think I might still hold on to him. I'm sure he's going to come good. Who else? We got Sam Pepper, 48. If you got him, some might have Farrell, 86. Where is he? Sin with another 80 score. And I think that's about it. All right, now let's have a look at the teams. All right, so the Essendon game's already happened. Carlton, Western Bulldogs, Jordan Boyd, Francis Evans in. You're kidding me, Michael Voss. Lucas Camporelli out. Man, I'm sure he'll be back, but F you, Michael Voss. Bloody hell. Nothing really for the Bulldogs here. Wait, where is he? Nope, not named on the bench. He's named on the ground. Is Sam Davidson on the wing? Yep, that's good. All right, next game. Melbourne, Gold Coast. Jefferson out, Spargo, Taj Warren, yep, Turner, Howes. So our boy Henderson stays in. Aiden Johnson's back, which is good for us. Gold Coast, Sam Flanders is out. He's in. Nothing else really of note here. What I'm keeping an eye on is Bailey Humphrey, named on the ball. Jack Henderson's named on the ground. That's good for us. Alright, and where's Lindsay? Lindsay's named on the ground as well. Alright, so that's good. St Kilda. Cooper Sharman, Toby Travalia making his debut. Stocker, Hunter, Clark both out injured. Lynch something in, nothing really there. Now, got a problem. Hasty, who's at my M9 on my bench. He's an emergency, so he probably has to go. For who? Yeah, we'll find out. Maybe his teammate in Max Hall. But might have to make that call when we know who the subs are, because he could actually be the sub. And also our boy Liam O'Connell, name last on the bench. Ooh, jeez. But I'm pretty sure that's just by number order. I'm pretty sure. I think he was being named like that the last 2 weeks. It hasn't been the sub. Where's our boy here? Where is he? Luke Trainer named on the bench. Ooh, hopefully he's not the sub. If he is, maybe I might get him out for O'Sullivan, maybe. Nothing really at Hawthorn. Kieran Briggs back for GWS. Alright, James Leake's out, so if you got him, bad luck. That's why I didn't pick him. I didn't think, because when it came to this time, I thought he'd be out of the side, but the player's coming back. Connor Stone named on the bench, so we've got to look out and see if he is named as the sub. I reckon it's either him, Stone, O'Halloran, or Ware. What's next? Brisbane, Geelong. Now, yep, Carly Cameron, they're back. Bailey Smith. Now, Chris Scott came and say he expects Bailey Smith and Tom Stewart to play. And I take that as they're going to be laid outs, because I do not believe a word that Chris Scott comes out of his mouth. And where Mark O'Connor's out. DeConning's in the ruck. No Reece Stanley, so that's good. Who is the sub in this game? Levi Ashcroft? I reckon, surely it's Brucey Revel. Could be any of these four. Hopefully it's not Mitch Nevitt. Alright, so yeah, keep an eye out. So I'm going to wait a week, and if I'm going to get Bailey Smith, I just want to at least have a look at him this week. And these games are just squads. Adelaide, no changes. Why would you? North Melbourne, why would you? This might actually be a good game. Alright. And West Coast Fremantle. Now, apparently, Isaiah Dudley's been confirmed to debut. Bo Allen is in the squad, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow to see if they are actually named. Jack Graham's back. Matt Flynn, but he's named on the bench. Elijah Hewitt, our boys, on the bench. Clay Hall is one who will be on the bubble next week if he plays. Toral Dua, interesting one, but I'm not going there. Murphy Reed, one who I'm looking at for this week, is named in the forward pocket. O'Driscoll, well, yeah, he's going to play. All right, so that is the teams. Now, we look at my team. So I've still got 299.6k left to spend. So that's the money I made from reversing my Baz trade to Lindsay here. We're pretty happy with our rookies at the moment, especially now that Zach Reed's got an 88. Might be able to field him at D6 for the whole year. No, not the whole year. No, definitely not that. All right, so, and yeah, you see my flex, still Tom DeConning. So I've got Johnson back. We've got the Eon Kako. Got the Eon Henderson. Now, I'm actually going to skip Connor O'Sullivan from the Cats, just because, yeah, they've got, what's his name? Kolajashny coming back in a couple of weeks. So, I'm not sold on his job security, although he has been playing well, and he did win the Rising Star this week. So I may miss Connor O'Sullivan and bring in Bice next week. All right, so first one that I definitely am doing is Jaden Short out, and I could bring in anyone I want. Yeah, 741k in the bank, and I've got Zorko. Actually, let's sort by price. Okay, so I'm thinking of like 4 or 5 options here. Not Flanders, I want to see him first. Not Luke Ryan. Lockie Whitfield, just to get that Uber premium in. He's the most expensive of the options that I'm thinking of. Jack Sinclair plays Richmond this week. By the way, I know Short plays Short plays St Kilda this week, and I know that St Kilda give up points to defenders, but I just know if he goes well, and he very well may go well this week, but then I'm going to be stuck with him. I'm going to think like, oh yeah, no, he's coming good, and then he just turns out more shit scores in the future. So yeah, I'm just gonna get out of the pick now. All right, I don't want to put myself through watching Jaden Short. Especially when he's not getting kick-ins when Ben Miller's getting kick-ins ahead of him. But yeah. Anyway, Jack Sinclair is an option I'm thinking of. He's got that round 13 bye, which is friendly, which has only got Fremantle and St Kilda on. Houston has a bye. Jordan Clark. So Jordan Clark is the one that I want. Fremantle have a pretty nice run coming up. They've got West Coast this week. They've got Richmond in a couple of weeks. And also the friendly bye as well. All right, another guy that I was thinking of. Where is he? A lot of people bring in Bailey Dale. Now, I had Bailey Dale last year, and yeah, it was a roller coaster ride. Like he could score like he did last week, 140, and then he could score like a 70, 80 the next. And also, he has the round 12 bye. All right, so remember in the preseason, we were trying to not pick too many round 12 bye players. Well, we've still got 6. So how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's going to be too many. You could arguably say that I've already got too many, but yeah, that's why I'm steering clear of Dale. Might get him in later. I'm sure we'll be able to get him, at his price he's at the moment at some stage, because he'll probably put a few lower scores in. So we're going to complete this trade. Jaden Short to Jordan Clark. Wait, did I say Jordan Short? Alright, so yeah, Jordan Clark's there. He's going to be there as a keeper. And next trade. Well, I'm not actually going to do it yet. But it's most likely going to be Hasty to Murphy Reed. And then next week, who can we go? How can we get Moraes in? Not quite sure. Maybe if Camporelli doesn't play again or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for the video. Or I could even, if trainers like the sub, maybe bring in Connor O'Sullivan just for a quick cash grab. Alright, so yeah, still got 37 trades. So a lot of people, there are some sides that have probably used 2 boosts and be on 34 trades. So yeah, lucky I've got some of the rookies right. And yeah, hopefully we go well this week. Alright, yeah, Rosie. I'm not sure if I mentioned Rosie before, but come on. Captain 64, that's no good. I actually had the VC on you at the start of the week. Glad I didn't do that. And a lot of people would have as well. Alright, so yeah, that's the end of the video. Good luck, everybody. And sorry. Didn't even go through my vice captains and captains, which is in the title of the video, so I should do that. Vice captain McRae against Richmond. He should go nuts. And then a safe fallback option, Cherry, captain. Or Roberts, captain. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.